Here today with Talos. He's the founder and CEO of LeadHound. They help contractors generate and qualify leads and do warm handoffs using Sendblue from lead to contractor. What a cool use of the technology. And Talos is going to highlight his 70% show rate that he's seen for his B2B side of things since switching over to Sendblue. Talos, thanks for hanging out with me.
Totally, man. Pleasure to be here.
Why are we chatting? Why are you excited to talk about Sendblue?
Dude, I've used other blue platforms, always glitchy. They're not very reliable. Sendblue, I love the fact that I have a CSM. I think Rayon is my CSM. He's the best. He responds within like 2 minutes, no matter the time of day. That's a big thing about Sendblue. I haven't seen that anywhere else, is like your own CSM that's basically on call. Your software, I have not seen it glitch one time. The only time that it has glitched was you guys let me test a beta thing. So, which was also really cool. A lot of guys don't do that. So that was really sick. I got to test some of the beta features. And yeah, our show rate is through the roof because we're not getting that green stop to opt out kind of thing. It just feels very natural. And I send voice memos to the guys. I can send them YouTube videos from an automation that will populate and they'll be able to see the thumbnail and everything. Very, very, very cool use of technology.
Spoken like a true iPhone user. What were you doing before Sendblue? How are you texting people?
Just good old fashioned GHL A2P.
Nice. And are you texting the same way you were texting before, or have your workflows kind of evolved with iMessage
No,
technology?
not at all. Workflows evolved completely. Before, we still use the A2P on GHL, but we use it more as like a, 24 hours until your meeting. And instead of it being from Chris, it's from like Team Leadhound. So that way the automation works as a reminder, as opposed to my Sendblue. It doesn't work as much as a reminder. It's kind of more an immediate contact point. So if somebody responds or opts in, it immediately sends a text saying, hey, did you get the invite link, right? Hey, name, did you get the invite link? Then 3 hours before the call, it sends a testimonial. Then 45 minutes before, it'll just say, hey, I'll see you on the Zoom in about 45 minutes. And then it says, hey, hopping in Zoom now. Super cool, very natural, feels very real. And it's not, I can use both of them in tandem, but it's just not, it's so much more personal. It's very, very cool.
Nice. Are you building your workflows in GHL or inside of Sendblue?
GHL.
And how is that integration been? What's that look like?
Perfect. I haven't seen any issues. I haven't seen any issues with Sendblue. Anytime that there's any kind of glitch, it's always my team that messed it up somehow. So I really appreciate that reliability because, like I said, I've used other blue P2P kind of messaging softwares and it wasn't ever reliable automation wise, which is kind of crazy. And even now, I have a few peers and other business owners that I know that use those same software companies and they're still dealing with the exact same glitches.
You probably knew about Sendblue before you signed up with a competitor. Would that be like an accurate
100%.
statement?
Yeah, yeah,
And did
yeah.
you just like hear that like, wow, Sendblue is just way more expensive than other people? Is that
I
kind of
actually hopped on a call and it just was, I think, 2.5x the amount as the competitors. And that was just kind of like I don't know if it's worth it, especially at that point in my agency. I don't even think I cracked 10K a month yet. I don't know what I was doing trying to get blue.
we're gonna be a little
Price.
expensive. Yeah,
Yeah,
you should
dude,
use your cell phone.
yeah, I think I was like consistently doing between 3 and 6K. So it's like I had no reason to, I should have just been using my cell phone exactly. But, typical small agency mental masturbation. I went down the rabbit hole, couldn't afford it. And then now where my agency's doing 70 to 100K every month, it's like, no, I need Sendblue. It's worth the $1,000 or whatever I put into it. I don't know. It just leaves the card, but it's worth it. It's a phenomenal, phenomenal software.
Gangster. So what would you say? Maybe like one of my reps sent this video to someone who's like sitting on the fence about joining Sendblue or weighing their options. What would you say to them?
If you're really looking to scale, what you're going to need is reliability. And this is just across the board. I'm speaking directly to you, whoever's watching this. Across the board to scale, you need reliability. That means reliability in your CRM, in your employees, and in your softwares. So if you do not have that reliability on any level, you will come into roadblocks that you otherwise wouldn't need to. If you have a bottleneck that you think could be solved by Sendblue, they are the best ones to do it. Do not go to any other iMessage softwares because what you need isn't cheap. What you need is reliable. And if you're an actual good agency or software or SaaS or whatever you're doing, then you would know your clients are paying you because of reliability. reliability. If they can't rely on you to fulfill whatever they're buying from you, then they're not going to stay with you. And same thing goes for software. Like you wouldn't go on Instagram if it didn't work. So like
Be funny.
if you want, yeah, if you want reliability, man, like you need to go with Sendblue straight up.
Love it. Thank you so much, Talos. Maybe one of my sales reps sent this to a contractor, maybe like someone that you could serve. Who is Lead Hound? Who is Talos? Who do you guys serve? How can people get in touch with you?
Yeah, man. So we serve roofers specifically right now. We can do any kind of contractor. The biggest reason that we're sticking really with roofing companies is because their ROI that they get from our system is ridiculous. We've worked with windows, siding, even weird things like window cleaners. And everybody I've ever worked with has gotten a very positive ROI. But in roofing, the fact that like with siding, even windows, you can kind of put it off a little bit. Like it's just your house looks ugly. Roofing, there comes interior damage if they don't actually deal with it. It becomes more expensive. Insurance eventually will get cut off. So we stick with roofing companies mostly because there is a more of a need than a want. And the ROI is there. All of our companies that we work with are getting between a 7 and a 20x ROI on what they're doing. And what we're doing for you is just straight up cold traffic, meaning that we're not working against your SEO or your Facebook ads or your Google ads. We work with them in tandem. All we do is just fill up your calendar the way a canvasser would, and you can just rely on it every single week. I have a testimonial on my website. Also, the best way to get in touch with me would immediately go to leadhoundinc.com, leadhoundinc.com, fill out a form, find out if you qualify. We do work exclusively, and we work exclusively not because we are just like some loyal, pure, angelic people. It's just because the way we market is incredibly competitive. And if we work with anybody else in your area, we will cannibalize it. So if you're looking for an exclusive qualified vendor who can consistently fill out your calendar with 5 to 8 appointments every day, go with Lead Hound, man. You will not regret it.
Boom. Want to sell more roofs? Lead Hound. Higher show rates? Sendblue. Thanks, Talos.
Love it, bro. Love it.